Hey, She family, what is up? Today is Sunday, October 2nd, and we are here. This is your host, Trish, and co host,
Co-host Amari here.
Amari. What's up, Mo?
Nothing
Listen,
much.
I know you've been moving.
Yeah.
So, what's going on? How's your move coming along?
It's coming. I think we got officially everything in the place, but
Mhm.
then it's just organizing. So everything here, but everything don't have a place yet.
I see you got your Wi Fi together.
I'm on my hotspot. My Wi-Fi has not come yet.
Oh, no.
No, due to all the Cox communication, everybody had it. So I said, okay, let me get Cox. They send it out to you to set up yourself,
Right?
and it just hasn't come yet. So
Oh, okay. To set up yourself. Okay, that's some new stuff.
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty tech savvy. I even worked in like tech support before, so I'm sure I could figure it out. But I mean, the average person is setting up their own Wi-Fi.
Right. What do they do for the elderly? Because they be having, difficulties.
And there was an option you could have someone come out, but it was $100 fee. So that's kind of like you can't make them pay.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's a lot. And like kind of punish them for not being.
Discriminatory, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's
A little bit.
definitely.
Yeah.
Um, okay, look, I've had a long day. I'm just now getting like able to breathe. I had my little grandbaby today. She's such a joy.
Aw,
She
yeah.
loves me. We love each other. Yeah.
Lovey.
Yeah. How's your baby?
She's good. We were moving, so she stayed with both sets of grandparents yesterday. They offered for her to spend the night, so that was nice. So we
Nice.
got her back today, just to let her see, the new place a little bit. And then my parents have her again, so we have a little arrangement going on.
Okay.
Um, I think she's gonna stay with them just so she can still go to daycare because we're so far.
Right.
2 nights a week, so we're trying it through the end of the year, which is nice for us. Very nice of them. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. You get a
Yeah,
little break. That's y'all get some me time. For the
yeah,
parentals, y'all get to, bond.
yeah. And the baby, because it's so far, but I love her going to daycare and hanging out with the babies. So she'll
Yeah,
keep that.
I think it's important for babies to, get their social skills and everything up. So
Oh yeah. And she's
that's
been so much more social because of it.
good.
Everybody kind of notices. So I like it. I mean, the runny noses don't stop. It kind of just
That comes with now that's the thing that
comes.
comes with the territory. It's like a
I
trade-off.
hear, I
You got the
know.
sickness, but then they get their social life together,
Right.
which is great.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, listen, yeah, let's get into this thing. Um, this is Pieces of She podcast. We are your hosts, Trish Amari, and we are talking celebrity news today. Look, we really did a draw the hat. We put all the subjects. Nobody, said what they wanted to talk about. We put everything in a hat, shuffled it around, pulled it out, and it was celebrity news. So it was fine by me. I kind of have some stuff I want to get off my
Yeah.
chest about these celebrities too.
Oh
Anyway,
no.
well, not off my chest, but like I'll just say some concern.
Yeah.
I have some concerns about some things, and I really, really, truly like have prayed for the one couple we're gonna talk about.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if you want to get into it right now. That's
We
it's a hot
probably should because
mess.
that was the most fresh. But I'll say because you said celebrity news, so I'm thinking I guess celebrity gossip. But then as I was looking through the topics, I was like, oh, okay, so I guess this is news, and I didn't know what was going on. So it was cool. I kind of dove in. I felt more in the loop.
It's a lot. So we're talking about Blueface and Christian. I don't know if it's
Christian, yeah.
Christian Rock. And wow, their
Wow.
their um their relationship is pretty toxic, if you ask me. Um, I started following them recently, like maybe a month ago. I started following them. It could be maybe 2 months ago, but I started following them, and like my heart broke just looking at that story.
Mm.
So apparently they met because Blueface is the one that has the song. I was gonna say Shatiana, but it's not
Right.
Shatiana. It's Tatiana. Was it
Yes.
Tatiana?
Yeah.
Tatiana. All right.
Love the song.
So he's got that song and had everybody doing the little Blueface baby dance or whatever. So apparently, him and his one hit. I'm sorry, I said it. So him and his little one hit. That was it. That was what it was. And then he had a reality show.
Right.
So
Okay.
she
An
was a
OnlyFans reality show. This was not a a sponsored show. This was a OnlyFans reality show. Okay.
Yeah, that speaks volumes in itself.
Yeah.
So she was a contestant on the show. Now, before she got on this show, this girl was. She's beautiful now. Let's just put that out there. I think she's beautiful. She didn't have any tattoos. She looked very physically fit because she's an athlete, and I want to say she plays football.
Track.
Oh, is
She
it
was a
track?
track star. Yeah.
Okay. So she's got muscles, she's built, she's got that athletic body, no tattoos, and she had all of her teeth. I'm just, you know. So tell me what you read up on. What did you because I know you weren't really familiar. I kind of brought it up to you and you were like, okay, wait, who? And so what did you read about? Tell me.
I know Blueface of him because of that song. I know he has other songs. I've just not really been a huge fan. And then I did hear about this show. I'm not calling it a reality show. I did hear about this show, and it was always because they were saying like, oh, some women were fighting, like, should he really be doing this, and like that kind of thing. So I thought that was weird, but I've also heard of like Bad Girls Club, and that's just a common thing. They fight on there. So that was like what I just heard from the rumblings. And mind you, any news that I get, I just have the Hot New Hip Hop app. So that's kind of where I get all my news from. And I've seen this girl's name, but never dove in. So from the timeline, I understand is she was on the show with the baby mama. He has a baby mama. They have 2 kids. She was on the show as well as a contestant, which I have a side question of like, what was the prize? What was this show for? No,
I don't know. I don't know if
okay.
it was. I don't know.
Okay, so she was on the show as well with the baby mama. She had drama with her. They were fighting on the show, but then they end up being together, or she just fell like really in love with him, and then he
like crazy
noticed her. Right. Then that's when the tattoos came. She has a huge face portrait on the neck. I've heard she has other 5 tattoos of him. She's gotten into fights with his mom, his sister, where the baby mama, this is where the tooth comes out at. He paid to replace the tooth and they were dating, but then he liked the gap, and so she removed the tooth. And then most recently, I guess there's a video of them like full on physically fighting in the Hollywood streets.
And she's been to jail. She's been to jail, and she's not no punk, okay? She's
Right.
like hit his ass to where I think she gave him a black eye. It's
And the mom and the sister were really messed up too after they fought.
Wow.
Okay, so I'll say this because a lot of it was like, oh, people don't people don't approve of their toxic relationship. Um, Not to say this happens a lot, but I do feel like there are relationships with, young people in relationships that these things do happen, and I think that it is just a secret, or maybe their family knows, and like you said, they pray for them and they really just, urge them not to be together. But this, seeing that now they're getting notoriety from it, I'm sure they're able to, they're making money in numerous ways. I just wouldn't want that to be, promoted, or people thinking like, yeah, we're going through this and look, other people, like, it's normal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's not healthy. It's very unhealthy. It's very toxic. And yes, I do think a lot of people go through it. Um, I do pray for them. And I'll just say, I got married at a very young age. And I'm not saying that I went through any of the shit that they're going through now. But as far as, just blindly in love, I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, you're in love and you put up with a lot of shit. And I just feel really bad for her. I really do. And recently, I want to say within the last week or so, he got caught cheating again. And
Yeah.
so now those pictures are showing up on the internet, and who knows what she's gonna do this time. I just want her to get away and get into a healthy, safe environment, and I'm gonna continue praying for her. I am, and him too.
And him too, because most things, like I said, we kind of talked about it before. Most times it's both ways. It's not, the norm is not always just, one partner just beating up on the other person and just, abusing with no provocation. It's usually a two-way thing. And yeah, you got to just pray for both of them. I also saw there was a time where, maybe he went through her phone and he was posting things too, saying like, you guys think that it's only me. These are the things she's doing, which to me makes it feel like, it's not just her pulling on him. It's him too, maybe being jealous, maybe being toxic. And so I think it's mutual, and it seems very dangerous. As I was reading it, I was like, this is unreal, one. And two, just very scary. The things I was reading.
I think it's way scarier than, like, let's say Stevie J and Jocelyn Hernandez, or Whitney and Bobby. Like, it's beyond that, and so it's like, wow, this is crazy.
Because when you get into the physicalness of it, it's one thing with like cheating or you're lying, and yeah, that's toxic. But the physical fighting, especially when it being two ways, that's when it gets real scary to me.
Yeah, and it's even beyond between the two of them. I think he like knocked out her dad recently.
I saw that too.
Something like that.
Yep, that was added in there.
It's ridiculous. It's very dysfunctional.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep praying for them. Before we got started with talking about all of the celebrity craziness, I did want to rest in peace Coolio. We lost him this week, and I am just like, that just totally caught me off guard. I'm sure it caught everybody off guard, but Gangster's Paradise, and he was legendary in the rap community, and I don't exactly know what happened. I just know that they found him unresponsive in one of his friends' bathrooms, called the ambulance, and they pronounced him dead. That's scary.
Yeah, they said cardiac arrest. They always have to do the full autopsy, but yeah, and the way they reported it was kind of like he went to go visit a friend and then never came back out. And so I was like, that's weird. And then I read another story that clarified he kind of went to the bathroom as he was visiting, and then so I said, okay, that sounded a bit more. But still, like you said, shocking. Just a lot of questions, right?
Yeah. And I didn't read a whole bunch into that article, but I think did he have 10 kids?
I don't know about 10, but I was looking at like his wiki and I had to push more to see kids.
Oh, okay, okay. So I think
Probably.
he's got a lot of kids. So we just want to,
Yeah.
continue praying for his family, and his children and things like that. Hopefully, they get through this rough time. I heard that he did some things in the metaverse.
Hmm.
So I'm sure we'll probably see him in that metaverse. I just think that that's a whole weird thing, and I don't even know if I would get involved because because you you put your person in the metaverse. Now you become animated. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
what do you call that when they do the how they can do the silhouette? I don't. What is it called when you can?
Oh, what do they call those things?
Gosh, because they like Tupac can do a concert right now
Right, right.
because they have his. Gosh darn it! If anybody's listening, please let me know if you guys know what it
I know
is.
exactly. Holograms.
Mm-hmm. Hologram. So you're kind of get into that, and so like
Yeah,
they can kind of do with whatever with your hologram, and they don't really have
right, right.
you. I don't know. I just think it's weird, but rest in peace, Coolio. Also, October 1 was yesterday. And so we, of course, Vegas Strong, remember the 58 people that died in that country concert, uh,
Shooting. Yeah.
the mass shooting. Yeah. I don't know if I'm just overly empathetic, but I'm doing this challenge, this weight loss challenge. Shout out to Get Fit with Kiana. She's been doing an excellent job getting me up and motivated every morning. But on Saturday, yesterday, she had us doing 58 push ups in remembrance of the 58 people that
Mm,
passed. It was just really emotional for me. Like, I was very emotional doing every single push up because
yeah,
it's like it was a life lost, you know?
yeah,
So I don't know. I think I'm emotional.
yeah. That was
So.
one of those times I can remember exactly where I was, what was going on when I heard about that.
Mhm. I
Yeah.
don't know if I remember. I don't know. It wasn't one of those moments for me, and I know that sounds crazy, but it wasn't. I think I was at home, just probably in the bed, maybe.
Mhm. Well, same. I was in the bed, but I remember like looking at my phone and being like, because when you see kind of like a mass shooting, which is so unfortunate, we see them on all the time on your timeline or just, and so it said Vegas, and it's like I'm in Vegas, I'm here. It's like what this is like happen. So that I just remember that being just the craziest thing, and then it's like you go to sleep. Then we woke up, we went to work, and yeah, like people in my work huddle, like their kids
Mhm.
were there, and you know, it's just so close to home. I definitely remember that.
Yeah, awful. Well, we will have a quick moment of silence for those 58 people that we
Mm.
lost. And still praying for them and their families. Hopefully they are resting in peace and just went on to a better life after this one. Um, do you believe in reincarnation?
I don't believe in reincarnation, but I do believe that we never fully, leave. I think our bodies leave, but I think our souls, I think our impact is always here, but not maybe full on reincarnation. Do
Yeah,
you?
I actually do. I do. I've seen so many of the. I'm very curious. I'm a curious person, so I've watched like kids that come back and they don't know nothing about anybody, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, I used to be married to her," or you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like they
Mm-hmm.
have these stories about they used to be here in a different life.
Yeah.
They were like your great grandmother, and it's like, wait a minute,
Right.
hold on. So I mean, those kids don't have a reason to make that up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I believe it. Um, all right, who we talking about next?
I feel like since we're already on, a sadder tip, we could talk about the ex um Cowboys player. He was a Long Beach
Oh,
firefighter.
yes, yes. Evan Escobar.
Yeah.
Um, and the only reason why I even know about this story is because my husband is a huge Cowboys fan. So we're watching the game today and they showed his picture. And I'm like, why are they showing his picture? Why is it? Wait a minute. Did he die? I mean, he looked so young,
Yeah.
31 years old.
Born in 91. Yeah, I saw that.
You, that's crazy. I'm tripping out. So I started reading about it. Apparently, he died in a rock climbing accident.
Yeah. Yep.
He and it was another. I don't have my. It was a lady he was with. Him and the
It
lady
was
died.
a lady he was with, and it looked like they said a storm had just passed through. It was in California.
Mm,
And so it's not uncommon for rocks to slip and such. And so that's probably what happened. But,
mm,
it was 33-year-old Chelsea Walsh. And
okay.
she was it looked like she was like a director. Like she was also pretty notable, had a
Yeah.
significant career.
She did documentaries on rock climbing and the dangers
Yeah.
of it. And like I didn't know that there are people have eating disorders, I guess, that rock climb.
Okay.
And it kind of made sense because I guess they have to be light. You know what I mean? They can't be
Right.
too heavy because if you're, trying to pull your whole body up on those rocks. But I don't know. I just feel really bad for his wife and two kids. I just feel like if I had a wife and two kids, I'm not gonna be climbing rocks like that. I
Well,
just not.
if you're also going with someone who's an expert, I do this literally all the time. I do this in my sleep. I mean, something like that is one of those just like freak accidents.
I suppose. I don't know. It's just sad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
rest
Has
in
the
peace.
wife spoken out or said anything? I mean,
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. I have not heard of anything. And I don't know. I guess I didn't read too much into the, at first me being my investigative self. I'm like, he was up there with a lady. Who? What lady? It wasn't his wife. Hold on. What's
I
going on?
thought the same thing.
But then when I read into her thing, she was a rock climbing thing person or whatever. So I was like, okay.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I just hope it was,
Right. I
on the
agree.
up and
That was where I went to. I was just like, I hope that was. And then they said she was a director, so I was like, maybe she was doing like a P. I don't know. I don't know. But rest in peace to the both of them. I think that's one of those things that no, you don't plan for. You don't think something like that is going to happen, especially when you do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But to your point, it's like I think once you do have kids and a family, you do look at things like that different. I'm like the biggest like adrenaline junkie and like Six Flags I love, but now I'm like, I'm not getting on that. Like it's
Yeah,
just some stuff I'm not.
you got kids, and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna sit my ass down.
Right. We're gonna go on the go-karts over here.
Exactly, and be
Yeah.
safe. You got to make different choices, and I'm not
Yeah,
blaming it
you're
at
right.
all on him whatsoever. We all do things, and I don't know. just
Yeah.
31. I mean, 31, you still living life and you still adventurous and everything.
And yes, they played a good career, and then even went out and he became a firefighter in Long Beach. So I was like, wow, I mean, sounds like a full life, but still really young.
hmm Yeah, yeah. So we praying for his family as well. So we've been talking about some sad shit.
I know. That's
Let's
why I
talk
was
about
trying to
something happy.
like let's get that.
Is any of this shit happy?
Yeah, Rihanna's gonna be at the Super Bowl. That is
Riri.
the bomb. Yeah.
I'm a little excited about that. I
I'm
think
real
last
excited.
year kicked off like our expectations
Yeah.
for a Super Bowl halftime show. So I'm sure she's gonna rise to the occasion. But that is gonna be, the bar is set pretty high
Yeah.
because last
And
year
she
was
just had a baby. So when I saw it, I'm like, wait, is this speculation or what? So I'm like, that is so like Riri to be like, nope, I'm gonna do it. So I'm excited.
I wouldn't be shocked if she dropped a full ass album like right before the Super Bowl.
Because that's like the running thing. Oh, like look now, I'm mad you said that is like a thing. She gonna be like, no album, leave me alone. You got this. But you're not lying. That might be a really good way to do it.
We've been waiting forever.
I
Like we ain't heard from
know.
her in a long time.
So you like Rihanna?
I like Rihanna. Yeah, I like her passion. Like when she's passionate about something, she
Yeah.
stands for it. I like that. I like her pro-blackness. I like her. I like everything about her. Quite honestly,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that I don't like about her. I actually really like the fact that she was brave enough to even get out of that toxic relationship that she was in with Chris Brown. And I
Yeah.
still like Chris Brown.
Right.
They were young. I prayed for them when they were going through that. So I'm happy that she came out of that and she's got her new boo and they baby.
Yeah.
Riri said, "I'm trying to save the world. Y'all better leave me alone about this album."
Really though, and she don't care.
It's
She's like, no. When's the album cut? It's not.
I think she gonna surprise us. I'm just saying. I think she gonna surprise
And if you keep asking, it's gonna be another 6 months.
I know. Dang. All right. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Hey, Gianna. What's up? Gianna, I need to see you. Sister girl. Yeah, like tomorrow. So call me. All right. What's next?
Who else was on the list?
Lizzo. And I know I spelled this lady's name wrong on the post.
I am not on the Lizzo train. She's the one person out of the list I did not even get to, which is just my subconscious being like, I'm not getting on the I'm just not into it.
Tell me, what is it about Lizzo that you not with?
I think she's a plant. I'm like, stop trying to shove Lizzo down our throats. Like, it's a no for me. I don't know where she came from. She got too big, too fast. I don't like people like that.
Well, that's normally how it happens. Like, they come
Some
out
people.
and boom. Yeah, some people.
But I'm also very anti-radio. I don't listen to the radio. I refuse. So I'm not on the Lizzo train.
So I think I'm on the fence about Lizzo. I like the fact that she is very talented to me. As far as she and we're gonna talk about this flute. I'm a little concerned about this particular flute that she's been singing on, but she plays the flute and she's talented as hell to me. Like, to be that size and still, I mean, do the splits and dance and do it like she does, that takes a lot of effort and a lot of coordination and a lot of energy and a lot of focus. Like, I like it. I think that that's great. I think that's an inspiration to a lot of people. Um, okay, I'm just, gosh, y'all don't come for me. Don't come
I
for
was
me.
already gonna say you teetering that long. You trying to you can't say that.
I have to say it. So, so here's my thing. Do you remember a long time ago when Monique came out and she would say, like, fuck skinny bitches, this
Right,
and that and the other? And it was like, wait a minute, why you gangbanging on
right,
people?
right,
Like,
right.
give me a break. Like, if you like how you are, wonderful, great, do that. But don't be mad at other people because
Yeah.
so fast forward, now she's on this healthy kick and now she's losing weight and she's looking great, looking amazing.
Lizzo?
No, I'm still
Oh,
on Monique.
Monique. Okay. I'm like, wait. Okay.
I'm still on Monique. So Monique looks amazing. And so now I want to say she even like apologized for talking about skinny bitches and things like that. Um, and so what that was her always, she aspired to be skinny and so she couldn't, so she talked about skinny women. So and I want to say Lizzo kind of has that same energy, but she's just like, I love me, see me, love me. But then in the next, you know, live Instagram live that she does, is she's working out, she's trying to lose weight, she's trying to be healthy and this and that and the other. My thing is, I'm not saying you can't be healthy. I think you should. But don't be mad at people and then talk about, people are body shaming and doing this and that and the other, and you really aspire to change your situation. And I think she does want to change her situation. I think that that's great. I don't know. I just don't think that she's as happy as she claims to be.
But can both be true? Like, can I be happy with what I look like, but I do want to be healthy?
Yes, both can be true. But I don't know if she puts it off like that.
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Somebody's liking Lizzo.
Ah, wait a minute. That's not nice.
That's how I feel. I'm like,
her.
we're this big, but like no one I know listens to you. But they're gonna like make you like her. And then even this TikTok song now, it's like, okay, now I know the words just because I'm on YouTube. But I'm like, I don't want to like you. And I really don't even know if I like what she stands for. Again, I'm kind of on the like, let's promote being healthy, not just being, big. But if you are big and you love that, then that's great. So I can see both being true. But I don't like the people that come out and say, stop commenting on my body, leave my body alone. But then you're half naked all the time and you're showing us just how big and how much you love it. So it's like, stop showing us your body and stop talking about it. And then no one will talk about it either.
Yeah. I don't know. She might be on she cries and stuff on her Instagram lives about things. I don't like that. I don't like that part.
She does? See, I feel like you can't do, like Monique.
That's what I'm saying. No, Monique wasn't crying, but I don't know.
So what was it about the flute?
Okay, so I guess in her last concert or whatever, her performance, she was able to. There's a glass flute. What was it? She was trying to make. wait. She was trying to make eating Oreos with mustard cool. She ain't trying to be healthy. Damn.
She just want to be a
Oreos with. Okay.
I've heard people eat that. I don't know how, but I've heard of it.
Really?
It's because people on TikTok, they try everything. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so this glass flute, was over 100 years old, and it belonged to one of our ex presidents, James Madison. Uh, yeah. So I don't know. I'm confused, and I don't know how to feel about this situation.
So did she decide to play it?
Yeah, she played it. She was allowed to play it. They let her play it and everything, and she did a great job. Wonderful. My thing is, I don't know how to take this. So you have this man whose lips were on the same flute, but whose lips probably said the N word more than a million times, and felt really a way about people that look like Lizzo. You know what I mean? Like, he probably and raped your grandmama and everything, all of that. So you're putting your mouth on this same flute of this man that hated you, basically. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know if I should feel like, okay, maybe they're trying to bridge the gap, and it's like, okay, look, out with the old and let's just kumbaya, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if she knows the history of it all. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about it.
But sometimes when they get that big, they don't even have a choice. It's for PR, or like you said, it's somebody behind the scenes saying, this is a good look for you to do this, and it's going to bring in, bring people together, whatever people in the background are telling them to do. She's that status now, like I said, the plant status, where she's just going to do whatever somebody's telling her to do.
I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about it. I don't like when people do things like maybe are being made a mockery of, and maybe she doesn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably doesn't even know. Right. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. But maybe it's time to like move on. Maybe we shouldn't think about what James Madison did or said or how many slaves he had and stuff. We probably shouldn't think about it.
I don't think that. I think it's Lizzo. Let's just blame Lizzo.
Oh shit! Y'all don't like that girl. I like her.
Right. I don't, and I'm sure, like I said, the one song that I know, or it's a cool song. It's everybody's listening to it, but to me, I just like
the music. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, if you keep playing it, if you go, I'm gonna bob my head to it, but it doesn't mean it's good music.
I like it. It's a feel-good song. It makes me feel good every time I hear it.
That's the point. That's why they made it.
I like it. Okay. Now what we're talking about. What do y'all want to talk about in the audience? Anyone?
Yeah, for the last 20 minutes. Okay, so wait. So the award show is coming on.
Yes. It is coming on Tuesday. So the BET Hip Hop Awards is coming on Tuesday. And I want to say they did it on Friday in Atlanta.
Right.
Fat Joe is hosting. This ought to be different. I hope he is sober. How do you feel about Fat Joe?
I'm down with Fat Joe. I don't like that he tried to sit there and say that. Never mind. I'm not trying to get you canceled.
Canceled?
I don't like these party come out saying that Hispanics are the one that actually created hip hop, or it was a joint effort or something like that. I seen he recently came out. Now again,
I don't think it was a joint effort. I mean, I think they contributed for sure, but
that's different.
It wasn't started by
right. And we all know that. So if you have specifics that you want to bring up, okay, say that. But to make these overarching statements when you're on a platform, knowing that that's going to get a headline, and I just don't like that stuff.
Yeah. I get it. I don't like the way he treated who was it, Little Mama? I want to say it was Little
Oh,
Mama on and I can't think of her name right now. Another one, but on the verses, he treated them horribly. I want to say he called them like Dusty or some shit. I don't. What did he
oh, you
say
talking
to
about
them?
Little Mo and
It was. I don't
who
think it was
was
Little
it?
Mo. I think it was.
Because it was Ja Rule, so he brought out Little Mo, and who was the other one? Was it? It wasn't Baltimore.
Yes,
Was it her?
Charlie
Yeah,
B.
those two.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think
think, like you said, I think sometimes he gets under the influence and he just kind of gets loose lipped. I did like when he came out and defended Ashanti, if you could call it that, after Irv kind of went left talking about that and, speaking about
yeah,
women's business.
yeah. He kind of redeemed himself there. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. You're right. He did. I like that as well because Irv Ashanti must have Ashanti must have some things going on.
He said he wrote that song afterwards. I said, okay. At least
Which
he was
song?
honest about that. He
Which
said he
song did
wrote Happy after they got done hooking up.
I get he's still happy.
Clearly.
He rolling off some
Clearly.
fumes. Mm,
And she ain't
right.
said a word since.
Right. I think she just letting her uh self speak for herself.
Exactly.
It don't even need to be
Yeah.
said. So
So he was doing too
Tuesday.
much.
Yeah, he was doing way too much. He was doing way too much. But I think I don't know if he realized it or what, but I mean that girl was 19 and I want to say he was like in his 30s. Like you need to slow your
And he
roll on that.
realized.
Yeah. So Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard, 9 p.m.
Cool.
Eastern.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
saw that they filmed it. So then when I looked at first, it said the 30th. I thought I missed it, but it's going to air. So that'll be nice. I want to watch that. Didn't look
yeah,
through any nominees or anything like that. So maybe we can follow up.
Drake's the highest nominated. I
Okay.
like Drake. I am a Drake fan.
I'm okay with Drake.
Yeah, I like Drake. Somebody recently made me respond and say if I would had to go and be stuck on a desert island for the rest of my life, what are the 5 like albums I would take? I'm like, I can't. I'm such a
And answer
music
on the spot, which
on the
is
spot.
ridiculous.
But I will say that Drake was one of them for me.
Yeah. I
Gotta have
still
some
haven't
Drake.
come up with my whole 5, but I'm like, it's so much music. I would have to just say like one from each genre. And he was my one for my rap album. If You're Reading This Is Too Late
Yeah.
is
Okay.
is really up there for me.
I mean, I almost put Tupac, but I don't want to be angry because Tupac gets me in a certain
Right.
mood, right? And so if
Right.
I'm on a desert island by myself, I don't want to add to the anger because I think
Yeah.
I would be angry. You know what I mean? So if I'm
Yeah.
on some
It's gotta
Tupac,
be
I'm
some
like,
feel good music.
yes, I need
Yeah.
something that's gonna uplift me. So out there to everybody listening, if you got stranded on a desert island, what are 5 albums? I'm saying albums. That's that Gen X shit. I'm old.
What's
5.
wrong with
What do
an
you
album?
call it? CDs? I don't
It's
know.
out. No, I would say albums, but people's records.
Okay, records. 5 records that you would take. Mine. I forget what I even put. I got a new phone.
Look,
And
that's
my
a
new
whole
phone.
podcast right there.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a music one.
We
But my
should
new
do a
phone,
music one.
my new phone still has to learn me because
Mm-hmm.
it's been messing up in my spell check, and I never mean duck ever, ever, ever. I probably haven't used the word duck in years. So I've had to correct my phone and trying to tell me it's duck and it's not duck. That's not what I'm trying to say. So. But okay, here we
Yeah,
go. So
that's a whole episode.
yeah, here's what I said. I said Mary J. Blige, Share My World, Jodeci, Diary of a Mad Band, Earth, Wind, and Fire, All in All, Drake, Thank Me Later, Kirk Franklin, and the New Nation Project. So I had my
That's a
gospel in
good
there.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
So that was me. So if y'all want to put in the comments, you know, which I would do.
Yeah, we gotta list that one. I'll post that one on Instagram.
Okay, good. Good.
And I'll have mine ready by next time.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see. I want to say we only have one more topic to discuss, y'all.
Yeah.
And it's oh shit, Nia. Okay. What do you think about this situation? Nia Long, and her fiance.
Yeah.
And how do you know how to pronounce his name?
I don't.
I asked my husband, and he told me Emi. I think it's Emi. So let me see.
Emi?
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting it. Emi Adoka. Emi Adoka. All right. So apparently he had an affair. They have a 10-year-old son together. Did you know that? So they have
Yeah,
a
well,
10-year-old son
now I
together,
do.
and they're engaged.
I read about it.
But my thing is, I don't know. It's like y'all engaged. How long y'all been engaged? Okay, I don't know. It's just
But there was multiple. Okay, so there's a lot of layers to it, right?
okay.
Because
Okay.
there's what they've done because of it, like his professional career, what they've decided to do, which you would say, why is that any of your business? So that's like a separate issue. But then, yes, there's like the relationship part. But I was reading through their timeline, and they've been dating a really long time, since 2010. And she was, I mean, numerous times people asking, like, are you going to get married, even before they got engaged? And she was like, no, like, that's not my goal. Not into it. Don't know a lot of married people. That's not the way I show my love. Looks like they got engaged in 2015. And then she was like, yeah, no plans. We're not making wedding plans. And then it was like more recently, I want to say like 2020, she came out and was like, I don't know if we'll ever get married. Like, she's just
Damn.
not into it. So I don't know. That kind of said something to me.
Well, I mean, just because she doesn't want to get married doesn't mean that she doesn't love him or whatever. I mean, hell, Oprah and Steph have been together for how long?
Are they together still?
Yes.
Oh,
Together. Yeah. I know because I love Oprah.
okay. I think they could be. I don't know. I think if one person wants to get married and the other doesn't, then that's a mismatch. So if you're saying marriage is not really your thing, you're not really into it, then why even get engaged? Which to me means, again, two people not really on the same page. And then even up until, you guys have now a 10, 11-year-old, and you're still saying like, no, we might never. I don't know. That to me is kind of like, okay.
Or maybe he really wants to get married or something. Maybe he's looking for something different. I don't know, but I want to say he got suspended for what, a year.
Well, for the whole season.
But my thing is this: did the lady get suspended? Shit, yeah, this was a consensual
I'm sure
thing. They both work for the same place.
She probably lost her job altogether if she's any lower than him.
I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about it.
But yeah, I guess that's in the guidelines. So, you broke a rule, but I don't like the way the narrative is like, like it's something worse than it is as far as his professional career, where they're saying it was consensual. It's, I don't like that when you make all these big, statements or reactions or give him these punishments, it seems like he was doing something wrong or morally wrong, or, if that's just a rule, then okay. But it seems a bit out of proportion. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Nia Long is 51 and looks damn good for 51.
Yep.
I don't know. It just pisses me off that
Yeah.
that now she's having to deal with this, and she didn't have. Well, I'm gonna say she didn't have a part in it, because you kind of just said she kind of did have a part in it.
Maybe. I don't know. And they have a kid. I mean, a young
Yeah,
kid that like has to now deal with that.
yeah. And she was recently seen out without her engagement ring on.
Yeah. I
Just
saw
saying.
that.
But I'm looking at his picture right now. He's pretty easy on the eye. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's pretty good looking. I didn't
Mhm.
know they were together that long.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I was reading, I was like, oh wow. Didn't know they had a kid. So
Right.
yeah.
I knew she had a kid, but I didn't know it was his. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
And she has another one, but that's his only child.
mm, gotcha. All right. Well, we're going to keep our sister lifted up in
Yeah.
prayer, praying for you, Nia, that get back on track and get everything together however you see fit, whether you're gonna stay, whether you're not. We with you, girl, and I'll support her in anything. I think she's an amazing actress. um Anything that she's ever been in, I've always loved. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know one movie she's been in that I haven't liked.
What about that last one with what is his name? And he got a little chubby and he was like stalking her. Oh, no,
Oh, what was the name of it? Wait, okay, who are you talking about?
I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, look it up. I don't know if I've seen it. Is it on Netflix?
Yes.
I might
Fatal
not.
Affair with Omar Epps. It came out in 2020 and it
I
was
love that movie.
no, you don't.
I did. I
I'm looking
I
right now at just because I had to Google it. A 34% on Metacritic, 18% on Rotten Tomatoes.
okay, maybe I'm biased because I love Nia Long and I love
Exactly.
Omar Epps. I love Omar from Love and Basketball like forever.
He a
So
long way from loving basketball, and not even in a bad way to age him like that. But that movie is not good.
okay, what didn't you like about it? I liked it. That motherfucker was crazy in the movie. It tripped me out. He was crazy, and then it pissed me off because she didn't tell her husband sooner that okay, look, he crazy. This is what's happening. I liked it. Wait, who
And
is
that's the
Chubby?
thing. Like, it's gonna get
Somebody
a lot
was
of.
Chubby. Who you talking about?
It's gonna get a lot of views because it's just like, look who's in it. That's what I didn't like. I was like, okay, y'all just we gonna do whatever and put whatever out there because we gonna get the views. And
I like the movie.
I mean, they still got my view. It's cool. I didn't rate it or anything, but no.
I probably wouldn't watch it again, but I liked it.
And there's so many like that. Ely always plays that like
my
creepy
God. He's
character.
the best. I love him.
At that character, that's him really.
Now I'm used to it. Now I'm like, oh, he finna be crazy.
That's what I'm like. Once you do 2 movies with the same role, I'm like, that's really you. Like Terrence Howard, I'm like, okay, you just really like this.
He's gonna be Lucius forever.
Exactly.
He played that part like way too well.
Oh, I finished. I told you that, right? I finished season 1 of Power Book.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved on to Raising Kanan. But I just started getting so busy moving, and so now no internet yet. So I'm pausing.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? It's a new Raising Canaan on tonight. So I am after this. Yeah, we got 2 more minutes in this. I'm gonna go watch that. Anybody? Oh shit! Did anybody watch the Dahmer series? Did you watch it,
Mm-mm.
or do you
I haven't
plan on
watched
watching
any
it?
TV. I don't think so. I'm not usually into
Into
things like
what?
that. One, I'm not really into docs. I'm not really into,
Oh, okay.
murder.
Really? This shit was
No.
great. I needed to know what the hell was in his brain. Like, what are you
Mm.
thinking? That was crazy to me. I
Yeah.
watched all 10 episodes in 2 days. I was glued to the TV. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. My husband looking over at me like, what are you doing? Watching this documentary.
See, I
And
do
it,
like that it's when they use like the actors where they really do like the OJ series that they did. Like that one
uh-huh.
was really good. Like I like when they redo it like that. So I don't know. That might not be a bad watch.
Okay. All right. Well, Libra just started. So talk to me when you do 10, and then we can have a little chat. But it just pissed me off. It piss you off, it makes you sad, it makes you mad,
Mm,
through all the emotions. So
yeah.
Niecy Nash did her thing. She did her thing. But did you have any other celebrity news you wanted to talk about?
I did not. I guess along the same lines as like the Adam Levine thing, but
What
same
happened to him?
story. All right, we'll have to touch on that one next week. Um, the mistress came out. He was seeing her for a year. They got 2 kids. Wife pregnant with the third.
He has a
He
kid with the mistress?
no with the
Oh, okay.
wife, and the
Okay.
wife was pregnant. But then the mistress came out and basically spilled the beans. Said that he asked her if he could name his new baby after her.
Girl,
Um, Leaked text messages, just basically, shitting on the wife, shitting on his kids. Just,
I would name that baby after one of my ex-boyfriends if I was the wife,
since that's what we're doing.
since that's what we doing. I'm sorry, I would.
So yeah, that was the celebrity news that I kind of heard of this week. But that
That's
was
great.
it. Definitely we should do a music follow-up music podcast, which next week might be good since we're
Oh,
gonna watch the hip
we're
hop awards.
no, we're off next week. Isn't next Sunday's your
Oh
birthday, right?
yeah.
So next Sunday is Amari's birthday. Happy birthday,
Thank
pre-birthday,
you.
Amari.
Yeah.
Woohoo. Then the week after that, the 17th, that is my anniversary, wedding anniversary. I'm going out of town doing the little anniversary thing. So we're actually taking 2 weeks off. We will not be back until Sunday, October
That'll be the 24th,
24th, 23rd. Sunday,
23rd.
October
Okay.
23rd. We will be back. We will be refreshed, and we're talking
Yeah.
about maybe music, or maybe we might have that. What's our polyamory guy?
Vari.
We're gonna have Vari and his wife and his girlfriend. I think that
Oh,
might
that'd be a
spice
good.
it up.
We need that
Yeah.
for the finale.
Okay. You know what? Let's set that up for the finale. So let's set that up for the finale. But hey, anytime you guys want to talk about anything, please put it down below in the chat. We will add it. We got 3 shows left. This was episode 7. We have 8, 9, and 10. And we're gonna hit that. We're gonna try that finale with the
Yeah.
polyamory.
2 weeks,
Do
we're gonna be refreshed. Wi-Fi set up.
it. Everything.
Yeah.
All right, Chief family. Amari, where can people find you?
Email me, call me, text me.
Okay, she said email
Instagram.
her over there.
Yeah. ajmw.pagg@gmail. Instagram, all things balance, _W Amari. Text, call, leave a voicemail, 714-794-9774.
All All right. And y'all know y'all can follow me on Instagram at pieces.of.she, Twitter, pieces of she1. And if there's anything that you guys want to talk about, you want to email me a comment, you want to be on the show, let me know. Email me. All right. Until next time, y'all.
Good night.